clock that was ticking in my home changed my state of mind.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Love's so hard to find.
we got him.
Your feelings changed like the weather.
Well, back with another review. Another one. Wow. Cool. This is only due to the amount of views and likes I got on the other previous ones. Mostly Fortnite, but that's not the point. Today we're going to be reviewing the best game of all time, Club Penguin. I'm gonna get so much unsubscribes for saying that. Well, anyway, this game is actually shut down, as I saw in the intro. It came back to life, but we'll go before it shut down, before that shut down, and before Club Penguin Island shut down, and before Club Penguin Written got shut down. And yeah, we're gonna go like straight towards when the game was popular and how the story became and why I actually like it, because I mostly like it for a specific reason. So yeah, throughout the video I talk about a lot of the stuff about that, because this is probably gonna be a long video as long as the others. Talk about the game that is basically my childhood. Well, it was my childhood. It's kind of dead now, but I still kind of play it. Not much though, because I just don't play it much. Well, as I probably said, this is probably going to be quite a long video because I have a ginormous backstory with Club Penguin. Like, literally, you won't imagine. Most people would say that Club Penguin, yeah, it's a bad game. But I would say it's alright. I mean, yeah, it seems a bit silly saying that. And very funny. And you'll think I'm joking, but I'm being serious. Because it was basically like my childhood, as I just said. That's why I'm reviewing it. And I feel like this is going to be the longest review I've ever done. Probably going to be around 23 minutes or something. We don't know. We don't know. We want the extra ad revenue, don't we? We want it. Now, one thing I want to discuss is mostly like how it's run, which is probably going to take quite a few minutes. So, yeah, let's just jump right into that subject. Now, how it's fun. There's a lot of things about this game that's really fun, like wandering around and how you never run out of things to do, basically. Even if you're black belt in the dojo, we'll go over all those things right now. So, first of all, you have the games, which you get loads of games. You get like, I forgot how many, but you get a bunch. You get like, including Card Jitsu, Sled Racing, which were the best ones out of all of them. And the Sled Racing musicals are also really good. And you can roam around, throw snowballs everywhere. And like, on update day, you would have like, you could throw like ice balls, or in the Disney, the day Infinity War came out, they had like a Thanos thing, which is pretty cool. But yeah, they also sponsored by Marvel because, you know, Disney, and they also had like loads of Star Wars things, related things, and they had their own games with Star Wars thing. So yeah, it was pretty fun. Now, these games, let's talk about Card Jitsu. Basically, how you play it is like fire, it beats snow. Whoever picks that card, they lose if you picked fire. And yeah, snow beats water, water beats fire, fire beats snow. And yeah, and if you both pick the same thing, but the other person has a higher number than you, then you lose. Well, you lose one, and then if you get like 3 in a row, I think, then that person wins, or whoever's got 3 cards at the top in a row, then they win. And if you both get the same one, you do some type of weird praying thing. I do not know, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a fun game mode, and you get to go against Sensei, and the game just possibly doesn't allow you to do it unless you're black belt, which is understandable because it would be a bit weird to not have it when you're black belt, and it's pretty understandable that he's really good. And he knows every single move that you're gonna do unless you're in black belt, so it changes unless you're black belt. Which I am, except the game shut down 5 times, so I think all my progress started to collapse, but hey, I made new progress over and over again, and in the end I did the most progress I could possibly do. Not in the first game though, because I got banned for swearing or like cheating, and the second time I also did the same reason. and then it shut down. The one before it shut down was probably the most effortable account I did, and I put the most work into it. And sadly, I heard it was shutting down, so I had my final game, and I was there for the death of Club Penguin, kind of. And then it came back to life in Club Penguin Island, but no, it didn't. It just made it 10 times worse and made the audience think that Club Penguin was a terrible game, along with Club Penguin Island, and that Club Penguin Island was kind of better. Well, it's not. I mean, the only thing they did right was like the pizza parlor music. That was it. You have to have like a Disney shit account just to get in, and you could check it, which is it's not good. I wouldn't dare to do it. And you can also, actually no. After that, there was a new game called Club Penguin Rewritten. I thought this might be way better than Club Penguin Island, and it was. It was trustable because, well, it wasn't sponsored by Disney, but they still did do the Disney things, even though it wasn't sponsored. But they did have a bit of permission. I did trust it. It was the only site that I trusted that it was Club Penguin, because there was stuff like Club Pingu and stuff with the same things as Club Penguin, just to keep the alive trend. But it didn't work, so I just, it does work, except I didn't trust it. I just trusted games like the Club Penguin games like Club Penguin Rewritten. And when that shut down, because it was held by a group of teenagers and people were planning to destroy it, then they moved on, and since the servers were so big, it was too much for them to handle. And then they moved on to Club Penguin Online, which is not sponsored, but again, they do the same things just like Club Penguin Rewritten, except Club Penguin Rewritten was set in the old Club Penguin, which I like it, but not as much as the new one, because they can put in like way more things, and yeah, it's just 10 times better, which I love. But it's nice to bring back all the old music, because they at least kept all the music, and they've got their own like little parties and stuff, which is really it's like, it interests me a lot, and it never got myself bored. I never got bored of it. And they also did these like short film things, which is also quite appetizing. I tried to make my own movie out of it. It failed, but that's nothing relevant to it though. Now I'm playing Club Penguin Online a lot, and the thing is, you don't need to have a membership anymore, because before in Club Penguin you had to buy a membership. Now on Club Penguin Online, because it's not sponsored by Disney and they don't really need the money, then you don't need the membership anymore. So it's kind of in between. It's alright. It's quite good. And I also want to talk about like how even if you get all the games done, like, and it gets a bit boring, you still have the parties to remember, which is why I never quit or anything. So yeah, always do that, because the parties always come like every like month or anything. I think there's a Christmas party right now, which is really cool, and they have Halloween party thing every like season, and they also have like Star Wars things. This Infinity War, they're gonna put like way more superheroes in it, and yeah, it's gonna be just generally just really fun, and just never. And loads of you people think that I'm actually lying, or like this isn't true. You guys are always gonna hate it. Well, you can like it actually. I mean, since there's free membership, you can actually have it. And one thing I also liked is clothing, so you can clothe yourself. And I always used to have as much things as possible on top of me. And Ken was always wondering why. Remember Ken? He was also wondering why I did it. I just did it just because I wanted to, and it just seemed like a cool thing. I mean, I do it still now, like with the jetpack and stuff. It's always my coolest looks in Club Penguin. It's just the most special thing I love about Club Penguin is mostly clothing, and how I get coins to do it, and how the build-up comes. And I can buy more like colours of your penguin, not to be racist in any way. But yeah, it's generally just really way more better than Club Penguin Island. And it's the opposite of a rip-off of Neopets. You see, Neopets actually ripped off Club Penguin, which is a it's pretty obvious thing, a bit like how Fortnite obviously ripped off of PUBG. So guess that's like the story, I guess. But that's like one part of it. So you still got like 8 more minutes ago. Now I probably stop that exact time, but don't worry, that probably might be it. Maybe it's not, probably isn't, but we'll try. Hopefully that's the right prediction. Anyway, let's move on to the subject. Basically, it's mostly fun, mostly because of how much memories it brings back from when I was like a child. As I said, it was my childhood, and it was really fun to play, and it still is now. It just brings back loads of flashbacks and really cool times when Club Penguin was really big, and it was like the biggest game out there that was 2D and really cool. Well, kind of 3D, but we'll go into that in a minute. Yeah, it was like a really fun online game, and it was actually 100% safe unless you went on those scam websites. But yeah, it's just the membership that was a bit of a problem. And I love how they added stamps, so you have to complete this certain thing in the fishing thing, or like any single game, or like dance in the same thing. It's like those are stamps, and if you complete all of them, I think you get something special. Anyway, moving on to the next thing, which is graphics. Now, the graphics, I know the graphics, they're not that great, but I'll let them off mostly because it was made a long time ago, like 2006, I think, like round there, and it was also supposed to be like a 2D kids game, or like a 3D kids game, but kind of 3D, I mean, unless you count like Club Penguin Island as well, but still, it's supposed to be like a fun 2D interactive game, and they didn't want to put too much effort into it, but it was like a nice cartoony game, just right over Fortnite, like in the ratings of the real games. God, sounds so like that. And you also get puffles and some exclusive ones on the parties maybe, and some exclusive ones just certainly at certain times, and Pacific times, and yeah, and the pet shop always has those same puffles, but sometimes they do have different ones, and they added the dog and cat one, which I always have. And yeah, next thing I want to go over is like the Card-Jitsu ones. I've already gone over it, but I haven't gone over fire, water, and snow, which is the best ones. So first of all, fire is really fun. I don't want to get too much into that. I mean, it's pretty simple. I guess you can understand yourself, or you can search it up, or see a video on it. I don't want to make my video too long, or like just in case, like, and water is like one where you jump onto platforms and things. You use like your combination of fire and water, and it's like Card-Jitsu, except you're jumping in certain places to get that. So you're, say in front of you is fire, and you have water. You can burn that fire down, or you can keep on doing it if it's a big fire. Then you can jump on it. If you have not enough and you're not moving, then you would eventually fall down the waterfall. And in snow, which is the best one, you get to fight all these little minions or like big guys, and then you keep on doing it until you get to the final boss Tusk, and then you get to fight along with water guys and fire guys and Sensei, and you could be whichever one you want. You can pick your own one, and it's really fun. And you can revive people if you're the snow guy, which is really cool. Do personally like it. So yeah, my rating. I'd rate Club Penguin 2000 out of 2000. There you go. Do you like it? I still like Club Penguin.